Good morning, everyone. I'm just enjoying my morning oats. Last week on my recovery, I decided to do a what I eat in a day video because it's been so long and a bunch of people are asking me, what are you eating these days? Are you still eating high carb, low fat? Are you still eating 4,000 to 6,000 calories a day? And I don't really track specific calories every day. I've been doing it for so long that I kind of have an idea of what I'm eating in the realm of the number of calories. So I kind of just eat, and if I'm hungry, I eat a little more and go from there because I've been putting my energy into more everyday things that make me more productive. So on December 11th, it was a rest day, and I started out the morning with morning oats, which I'm eating now. So I do a cup of Bob's Red Mill organic oats. I add a spoonful of crunchy peanut butter, a few dashes of salt, and then a cup of water. The normal proportion is a half a cup of oats to a 1 cup of water, but that's very watery and it's not very fulfilling. I stir that up really well, and then I let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes while I'm having my morning coffee and enjoy. For lunch, I started out with my base, a cup and a half of dry scooped white rice. I cooked that with a cup of corn and a cup of green beans. I don't typically eat green beans, but I have frozen veggies in my freezer that I've been neglecting and trying to slowly eat through some of those non-favorite veggies. Once the rice and veggies were done cooking, I added soy sauce, nutritional yeast, and habanero sauce, and I paired that with a piece of Trader Joe's garlic naan flatbread. The Trader Joe's garlic naan flatbread has oil in it, and it's a little bit higher on the fat content, but it's super good, and it's just one of those things that I eat them on occasion, especially on rest days. On rest days, I tend to eat a little bit higher fat because I stay fuller for longer, and those are the days that I like to eat those foods because I can relax. If I'm eating something super high fat on a workout day, it does not benefit me whatsoever. I enjoyed that lunch while I watched a Ted King bikepacking video. It was super good. For dinner, I kept it super basic. Red potatoes, boiled those for about 15 minutes. And I added a cup of corn, salt. Then I added a Imagine brand vegan mushroom gravy from Whole Foods, a whole package. I also paired that with 2 pieces of the garlic flatbread to finish off the package. It had been in my cupboard for about a week, and after about a week, it tends to not be as fresh. So, there's all the food. What's in the food? It's not just about calories. It's about 3,800 calories for the day. Under 4,000. Typically, I eat about 4,000 calories, a minimum to stay sustained. However, this day, that felt great. I didn't do anything this day. I literally sat on my computer, edited videos from the previous week of working out. It was a huge week, and I think I only burned like 1,300 calories sitting around. But I'm still wanting to eat around 3,000. I ended up being 500 calories over what I was supposed to eat, which is great. I never overeat when I'm working out anymore. It's really hard for me to slam in 6,000 calories these days. I can do it, but I'm also not just slamming in a ton of fruit. It's winter, so it's a lot harder to eat that many calories if it's not raw or not really high in fat. 3,832 calories total, and surprisingly, it came in at 83% of those calories from carbohydrates, 9% from protein, and 8% from fat. I thought it was going to be a little higher on the fat because of the bread, but I was eating a superior amount of carbohydrates. And so just to give you guys a better idea, I got 94 grams of protein for the day. I'm about 75 to 78 kilos, so to give you an idea, which is about 170 pounds. I fluctuate 165 to 170 pounds on the daily, and I'm 6'2" and a half. I ate 746 grams of carbohydrates. I used to try and do 800 to 1,000 grams of carbs. It's a lot. And I found that giving myself all of that extra food. My body was using so much energy to process extra that I needed. I've been trying to fine tune that in to make sure, obviously I'm not going into a huge deficit, but not giving myself, 12 servings of pasta when, like let's just eat 6, and then if you're hungry a little later, you can eat a little smaller snack instead of putting all that huge food in your body and then it only using a certain amount of it. Because I feel like then you'd be wasting food also. So I'm trying to conserve food, be better on my budget, and it's a win-win. And it's life. So you go by experience, and you're a little scientist. I got 36 grams of fat total for the day. It's pretty low for my usual. Lately I've been having a little bit more fat, but over 100% of my fiber, over 400% of my iron. Calcium and vitamin A were a little low, but I didn't have any carrots. 1 carrot is 176% of your vitamin A for the day. I got over 100% of my potassium, over 400% of my folate, 300% of B12 from the nutritional yeast. Nutritional yeast is fire. And I got over 100% of my vitamin C. Super simple, super basic. If you don't like eating that basic, then you don't have to. I just know what benefits me when I'm working out in my everyday life. And on occasion, I'll go to Burger Patch and I'll have a double patch burger. But, those are just special occasions when you're out with the kids or, rest day, out shooting photos on the street. I'd say what I eat today is pretty in tune with what I was eating for the past 5 years, being plant-based. With the exception of less fruit because it's winter. I think in the summer I would like to get into eating more bananas and mangoes and pineapple and having more fruit, because ultimately I feel the best when I'm consuming raw most of the day, cooked at night. Just fruit, just filling my body with energy and nutrients to where I just always have it. I don't know, actually. That's how I feel. How do you guys feel on your diets? And if you guys have any questions about my food, let me know down below. It's been a while since I've done this, if you can't tell. Oh man, it's a beautiful day. I'm gonna get out for a workout, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a wonderful holiday.